mean, like, the best way to handle it, I think, would be really to, using the video, what we just did, right? Once we get our parts, we make a flat base, okay? Make a flat base. We use wood sticks, okay? The first test we're gonna do, no servo, no anything. Just make sure that the fan goes up and down. Once we see that it goes up and down, then we say, okay, we take servo, right? We connect servo to it, and then after that, use same base, right? Then after that, now we make sure it goes up and down, and we use that Arduino copter software to make sure that it can hover, right? Once it hovers, and we know that it hovers, the gyroscope will be all in that middle plate. As you can see in the first one, before he put the model car on top of it, all of the circuitry is here. And he proved to us right here that we can do this forcing system. You see? He just used like foam and stuff, and he was able to do it. You see? So with this alone, oh man, I wish I could capture that. Hold on. Okay. You see? Here alone, he has his 4 propellers, right, with his motors inside, right? He has his foam around, right? He has his base. He has his circuitry. He has his gyro. He has all of those things inside, right? And he's testing just to make sure that it flies. Yeah. Now, when it flies, the only thing we need to do now is make sure that we have the wheels that we put on it, right? When it hits the floor, that it's just able to roll. That's it. All we needed to do. It's not going to be a race car.
We need to get the parts.
We do. That I understand. But the process has to be fixed, right? Yeah. So you know what I need you to do? When you get home, right? You saved it on the Dropbox already, right? Yeah. I need you to document that process. I'm going to send you these links, okay? I need you to document the process exactly how we're going to do step by step. So that way we can say that we had an improvement from the last time, that we know exactly the process in which we're going to do it, and now we have our parts. If they come in this week, we already start tackling on the first step. So we can take pictures of it. We might put a small video to show that, okay, it works, right? And then after that, now we still have to do the CFD simulation. So that simulation, now we're going to put as if only we had the foam, right? As if we only had the foam and the propellers, right? So like a basic simulation of just that, and seeing like when it hits the ground, right, with the wheels, how it reacts to it. So if I'll focus only on the CFD if possible. That's not a problem for me. But I have to make sure that on your part that you make sure that you document the processes so well that when we give the presentation, it's a smooth transition. You see? Because like, to be honest, like Rhoda and Jawed, they don't really know what's going on right now. They're gonna come in, they're gonna be confused. We're gonna try and help them, but we have to take the stuff into our hands now, so that at least next week and throughout the rest of the design, we just guide them. So. You see? Because most of the time, we've always been here together talking about it, and we came up with the idea. So we have to make sure that it just runs through smoothly. All right?
Yeah, I'll put, pictures,
But don't put pictures of that, though.
No, of like the actual components. And I'll put a little description. It goes from here to here,
Don't worry. That I'm going to do in the SolidWorks. So you can, when I give you the picture of the SolidWorks, you're going to be able to point to what are each of the components.
Well, I'll put like plan A, B, and C, like different configurations.
I don't know if that would work for the simulation view, mainly because we already talked about what we want it to look like. At this point, we're not supposed to be really changing designs. You see? So what we need to put is just how is it going to work. That's exactly what we need to put, because everyone's still confused. How is it going to work? So we have part A, this testing, part B, that testing, part C, this testing. and then you go through each of the parts of that testing. You see? So like, okay, first part is test the fan, okay? So what do we need to test the fan? We need these components. Okay, fine. Now that we have those components, what are we going to do? We're going to measure how much thrust is being outputted in order to see if it's willing to fly in outdoor conditions. You see, things like that. So that when we go to the simulation review, at least it's a clear idea of what needs to be done. Because we have to start giving numbers. You see, so at least if we have the fans, then we'll hook them up, and then after that we'll already try and see what we can do with them. Because I mean, like these guys, they already can see their fan moving. They already know how much thrust is inside. We need to stay on track.
We can even have the four motors going, right? And we just put weights on it, see how much they can carry.
Yeah, we could put weights. We'll have like a centralized mass thing, or what we could do. This is a good idea, right? How about we make a quadcopter first? Why I'm saying that? Because the quadcopter, right, is only two parts, right? Like we saw there.
I told him my
Yeah, it's only two parts, right? And we can just put a load in the middle, center of gravity, right? And it tests how much the motors can withstand. That's perfect test right there. Test number one. You see? With that, and then we could put a simulation review of that. Right? So we could show a simulation of with the load, how much is able to counteract. We're using the thrust. So we could do a simulation of that and a simulation of when it hits the ground, how much load is being outputted back up. So that would be good. Alright. So you got me?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna send you the YouTube videos that we saw, at least the important ones, okay? Alright. Yep, see you tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow or Wednesday? You're gonna work tomorrow, right? Okay, what time you gonna finish work? Late? What time do you start? At 2? Okay, can you send me the stuff by 11? Cause I got class at 12:30. Oh wait, yeah. Well, I don't know. Will you be willing to work on night on it? Okay, just do your best. At least a good 10-15 slides. Okay. All right. Take care, man. All right. So that concludes all we talked about. Hopefully, we'll get to work. Yep. So that's all you guys missed. Talk to you soon.